Good morning. We're in Psalm 96 today. We're actually going to do it in two parts. It has a lot to say to us. When I read it, you're going to recognize how many of our worship songs come out of this. There'll be two thoughts that I want to explore, one today and one tomorrow. Let me read it for you. Sing to the Lord a new song. Sing to the Lord all the earth. Sing to the Lord. Praise his name. Proclaim his salvation day after day. Declare his glory among the nations, his marvelous deeds among all peoples. For great is the Lord, and most worthy of praise. He is to be feared above all gods. For all the gods of the nations are idols. But the Lord made the heavens. Splendor and majesty are before him. Strength and glory are in his sanctuary. Ascribe to the Lord, all you families of nations. Ascribe to the Lord glory and strength. Ascribe to the Lord the glory due his name. Bring an offering and come to into his courts. Worship the Lord in the splendor of his holiness. Tremble before him, all the earth. Say among the nations, the Lord reigns. The world is firmly established. It cannot be moved. He will judge the peoples with equity. We'll stop there, even though it continues on. We'll finish tomorrow. I love the psalm. I love mostly it's the nature of it as it being imperative. It directs us, right, to do certain things. And there's reasons why. In the middle of it is the thought that everything else is built around. God is great. He's worthy of praise. He's feared above all quote-unquote gods, for the gods of the nations are idols. And we know how the Old Testament treats idols. They're carved, lifeless, breathless things that have no power. The nations around Israel worshipped idols, and these things had no power. In juxtaposition, Israel sees this is the God who made the heavens, the starry hosts. Splendor and majesty are before him. Strength and glory are in his sanctuary. So on the one hand, you have these lifeless gods. On the other hand, you have the God who created all things. And because it's this God we're speaking to, he is deserving, we're being directed to ascribe certain things to him. Glory and strength, glory to his name. We're to come with an offering. We're to worship him, tremble before his holiness. And we're to say to the world, the Lord reigns. The world is firmly established. It cannot be moved. He'll judge the peoples with equity. Now, what I'll say to you is I don't think God demands us ascribing these things to him. I think when we see him for who he is, it happens naturally. When we get our eyes off of our problems, ourself, our own needs, off of our idols, and yes, we have them as a nation. We have plenty of them, right? There's lots of things that beckon us to worship. We as Christians are as prone as anyone else to worship idols, to trust in material things to do for us what only God can do. As we get our eyes above them to the God who calls all of them into being, well, then we see him for who he is. This is what it means to hallow his name. We speak out his goodness, his love, his strength, his holiness, his purity. We tremble before him not out of fear of being struck dead, but because we see ourselves in the light of him. I pray that today your eyes will be lifted to the heavens. You'll see God for his glory and his strength and his honor, for his active participation in his life, and that you will ascribe to him those things. Grace and peace to you today.